Okay, come up onto your mats. So, feet and knees hip width apart for me. Okay, make sure you've got a good connection with your mat. Your toes are spread nice and wide. Glance down and make sure that your big toes are in a good alignment with one another, so you haven't got 1 foot forward or 1 foot behind. And then just take the slack out the back of the knees there. Just soften those knees just slightly. Let's bring your pelvis into its neutral position, so it's sitting squarely underneath your spine. Through your belly button in, suck up through that lower tummy, so scoop it up, keep the ribs down, hands by your side. Shoulders, let's go. Up by the ears, round the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then draw the shoulders down into your back. Lengthen up to the top of the head and draw the chin slightly in. All right, when you're ready, let's breathe in through the nose. Up we go. And out. Good, and again, breathing in. And out. Keep that core connection, breathing in. And out. Arms by your side. So left ear, tilt it down to your left shoulder. Then your right shoulder, circle up, back and down. Circle up, back and down. Good, and again. Nice circles, but just keeping that head tilted and really focus on as you circle back and down. So you're kind of pulling that shoulder back, really trying to get into those muscles in the neck and the top of the shoulders. 2 more. Up, back and down. Last one for me. And then relax. Stretch the fingers to the floor and then slowly lift the head. Let's go the other side. So let's take your right ear to your right shoulder, then left shoulder, circle it back. And again, really stretch that shoulder back and down. Anyone got crunchy shoulders this morning? Up, back and down. Just try to keep that ear down. It can lift up a little bit. And again, up, back and down. 2 more for me. Big circles. Feels good. Lovely. Stretch the fingers down and lift that head up to center. Now bring your feet together for me. Let's lace the fingers together, place the hands behind the head, push the head into the hands, take a breath in. Zip up through those legs, and as you breathe out, let's tilt over. Just watch your balance. Lifting that left elbow up and squeezing up through those thighs. And then bring yourself all the way tall and just relax the legs a little. Now let's go to the left side, so squeezing up through those thighs, reaching your right elbow to the sky. And then relax the legs as we come back. Now we're going to let the hips shift. So as we go over to the right, we're pushing the hips out to the left. Still a little squeeze in those thighs for me, but push the hips away, engage the core and grow nice and tall. Let's go to the other side. So hips are going to go out to the right as you stretch elbow up and move your body to the left. Get that lovely stretch in the top of your hip. And let's come up nice and tall. 1 more each side for me with your hip shift. So push the hips out to the left. Stretch that elbow up. And then come all the way up to center. And then finally to the other side. Let's move over to the left, hips going to the right, stretch, and then come all the way up. Relax those arms down. Let's take the legs wide. So a good stride, certainly wider than the shoulders would be great. Your right leg, I want you to rotate it so it's pointing long on your mat. Your left foot, let's bring that in so it's pointing forwards. And then let's just soften that knee so the knee is over the ankle. Lovely. Bring those arms up, shoulders down. So your right arm is going to scoop underneath you. Your left arm is going to go over the top, like you're rolling a ball. All the way over. Pull that arm underneath. Get that arm over your head. And then release. Now the lower body doesn't change, that bend in the knee stays the same. Let's do that again. Rolling that ball round. Good. So keep pushing that arm under, keep pulling that arm over, and then release. Good, 1 more of those. And again, right arm underneath, left arm over the top. Let's make your ball a little smaller now. a little smaller. Really pull it round. Good. And then release. Arms out to the side. Left arm comes round. We pivot on that left foot, coming onto our toes. Take a breath in. Breathing out, both knees bend, dropping that left knee down into your lunge. And then coming up. Try to make sure that your hips stay underneath your spine. They're not sticking out. And again. And then come up. One more for me. Hold that core down into that lunge. And then come up. Good. Take your upper body weight forwards and slide that foot back in and place the heel down. So you've now got just like a long stride, a large stride, both feet flat on the floor. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Watch your balance, round your spine, breathing out and rolling down to your front foot. Keeping your legs nice and straight. Rolling down as far as you can go. Relaxing the head, keeping the feet pointing forwards for me. Lovely, good. Now soften the right knee, breathe in, breathe out, slide the left foot back, drop the knee to the floor. Rolling up, watch your balance, arms come up, breathing in. Breathing out, let's go slightly backwards, pushing the hips a little forwards to get that stretch in the front of your left thigh. Good, and a nice hyperextension through the spine. Breathing in. Breathing out, coming forwards. Place the hands on the floor. Take a breath in as you breathe out. Push your bottom up into the air. This is the hard bit. And straighten both legs. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Good, hold that stretch. Breathe. Lovely. Soften that knee and then hop that left foot in between your hands. Relax your head. Breathe in. Breathing out, let's uncurl. Slowly rolling up. Drawing your tailbone underneath you and rolling up through that spine. And then have a roll through those shoulders. Turn back to face me. How did you do? Okay, you're going to get an opportunity to have another go because we're going to do it on the other side. So take the legs wide. Good. Left foot pointing this way. Right foot pointing forwards. Soften the knee, arms come up. So left arm goes underneath. Take a breath in. Breathing out. Left arm underneath. Right arm on top. Roll that ball over. Good. Breathing in and release. Open the arms up. And again, let's do that again. Left arm under, right arm over, like you're rolling a ball. Rolling a ball. Good. And then release. Just keep that lower body the same. Breathe in. And again, arm underneath. And as we come into a roll in the ball, we're going to make that ball a bit smaller. So we're just going to bring those arms in. Really increase that stretch over. And then release. Lovely, well done. Fantastic. Right arm comes round, pivot on right foot. So we're now facing long ways. Take a breath in. Breathing out, extend both knees. Make sure that your right knee is falling underneath your right hip. And then push all the way up. And again, dropping down. Try to keep tall through the spine. And then coming all the way back up. Last one, into your lunge. Good. And then coming all the way back up. Take your body weight forwards and slide that foot in. Place it down. So you've got both feet flat on the floor. Breathe in. Breathing out round the spine. Articulating all the way down to your toes. Relax your head. Lovely. Nice stretch in that front leg. Feels good. Good. Okay, let's soften that left knee and take that right leg away. Drop the knee down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lifting those arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push the hips slightly forwards and take that spine backwards. Lovely. Feel that lovely stretch in your abdominals. Good. And then release. Good, hands on the floor, breathing in, breathing out, bottom up into the air, straighten both legs. You're trying to get that back heel on the floor. Straighten both legs for me. I know this is a tricky one. Good. Soften that left knee and step in. Relax the head, breathe in. Breathe out, let's uncurl. Rolling up through that spine, drawing that tailbone down. And slowly coming up. All the way up. And relax, roll those shoulders. Well done, guys, really good. Okay, let's come down onto your mats. Now I'm going to go this way round. Be handy if you mirror me. Feet to knees, hip width apart. Grab hold of the back of the legs. Let's grow nice and tall. So just a couple of C curves and then we'll add our variations. So take a breath in. Breathing out, pull your tailbone round. Good. Rolling onto the back of that pelvis. Breathe in. Breathing out, rolling forwards and lift. Arms float up this time. Breathe in. Breathing out. And pull that tailbone round. Really feel you scooping into that those lower abdominals. Breathe in. Rounding forwards and then come up nice and tall. Just one more for luck. And then we'll do our variations. So tuck and roll onto the back of the pelvis. Watch here that you're not in this position. Shoulders should be down. That little rounding of the spine should be at the sternum. Okay? And then roll and come all the way up. Hug those legs. So we're going to add a front crawl to this. So front crawl is always down, up and over. Okay, not backstroke, but front crawl. Now, what we need to do is we go down as we go into our C curve, we do our front crawl, and then we reach up to the ceiling. So we're not so round as we come up, we're a little straighter, okay? So arms come up, let's have a go. Shoulders into your back. Let's start with your left arm, if you're mirroring me, because you'll be able to see me as you do it. Take a breath in. Breathing out, tuck your tailbone, start to drop your left arm. Good, big circle around, keep dropping. Now stretch up, 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 up. As we come over, try right arm, breathe in. Tuck your tailbone, look, keep tucking, keep tucking, keep tucking. Then stretch up, up, up. And then come over. Good, try it again. And tuck. Arm comes round. And stretch up and over. And again, tuck the tailbone. Arm comes round and stretch. Two more for luck for me. And then tuck the left arm, pull that tailbone round, still scoot that lower tummy and reach. And last one, tuck. Arm comes down and reach. And then hug those legs back. So let's add a leg extension. So as we bring our arm round, we're not going to come up, we're going to stay in our C curve. Our opposite leg will extend and then we'll come up, okay? So arms up here. Again, I'll do left side first so you'll see me. So take a breath in. Breathing out, tuck. Left arm comes down. Good. Now extend the right leg. Stay here. Circle the arm and hold. Now place the foot down and roll up tall. Okay. Right arm, tuck. Go down. As we start to lift the arm, we lift the leg, we stay here, we rotate and face center, and we hold. We place the foot down and we roll it up. Try it again, tuck, left arm goes down. As it lifts off the floor, we extend the right leg, we circle round, we stay in our C curve and we hold. Foot down and we roll up. One more for me. Right arm coming down. As it comes off the floor, we extend the left leg and we just circle that arm, circle the chest and hold. Lovely. Foot down and rolling up. Let's hug those legs. Well done, guys. Really good. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay, let's come into butterfly. So feet together, knees apart for me, but comfortably close to your body. So not scrunched all the way up here. Just comfortably close to your body, nice and tall for me. Do a couple of C curves here. This switches hip flexors on a little bit more, and also inside thigh. So just have your arms forwards, shoulders into back, take a breath in. Breathing out, and just tuck your tailbone round, so onto the back of the pelvis, and then roll and come up and forwards. One more, breathe in, breathing out and tuck, rolling down, so we're getting that scoop in that lower tummy, and then roll and lift. Okay, one arm on top of the other. Okay, so like Russian arms, like so. Shoulders into back, take a breath in. Breathing out and tuck. Keep your arms just parallel to the floor. And then roll and come and lift. And again, breathing out and tuck. Lovely. And then roll and lift. Okay, we're gonna roll down to a point that you can hold. So take a breath in. Breathing out, tuck, roll onto the back of the pelvis to a position you can hold. Now keep the arms parallel. You're going to rotate to me. Breathe in, breathing out, you rotate to me. Now watch, we're not like this. I want you parallel. Breathe into center. Now go away from me, breathing out. And then breathing into center. Good. And then again. Breathing into center, one more. Breathing out, breathing into center, roll up, stretch the arms up into the air, and let's fall forwards, parallel, reach, 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 and then all the way down to the floor with the palms of the hands, and then gently uncurl. So let's just bring those knees up for a second, just to give those hips a bit of a rest. We are going to do that one more time. I'm going to add some pressure through the feet. So the opposite foot will press into the other foot as we rotate. Okay, so as I turn to the right, my left foot pushes into my right foot. As I turn to the left, my right foot pushes into my left foot. So we're all going to go the same way, so I don't confuse you. So into your butterfly, it's easily done. I confuse myself. Okay, one arm on top of the other, nice and tall. Tuck your tailbone and roll onto the back of that pelvis. Keep the shoulder blades into place. Let's all go to the right. So take a breath in. Breathing out. And as I rotate to the right, I'm pushing my left foot into my right foot. You won't be able to go as far, maybe. And then release that pressure as we come to center. Good. Now as I go to my left, I push my right foot into my left foot. Ooh. And then breathing in, release to center. Now as I go to my left, I'm pushing my left foot into my right foot, and then I'm releasing. Last one, guys. As I rotate to the left, I'm pushing my right foot into my left foot slightly, and then I release and I roll up, and I'm going to fall forwards over my feet. Hold onto my feet and gently pull my head down towards my feet. Breathe, fab, and then gently uncurl. Let's take those legs out. Let's have a reach forwards to those toes. Very nice, well done. Okay guys, we're going to come onto our back now. So I'm just going to shimmy my bottom forwards on the mat a little bit. Arms up, and whichever way is best for you to come down onto your mat, either lay on your side and roll onto your back, or just gently roll yourself down. Okay. So feet and knees about hip width apart, hands down by your side. Before we start, we are going to do a bicycle. We're going to have a go at doing it in both directions. I'll do it slowly and I'll break it down for you. So it's good for the brain as well as the body, the bicycle. I'm going to do it with a held curl up. If you prefer to keep your head on the mat, of course that is fine. So I'm going to lace my fingers together and place those hands behind my head. I'll leave that up to you, that point. Okay, so let's make sure hips are in neutral. Engage the core before we start. Draw the rib cage down. Lift one leg into tabletop. Lift the other leg into tabletop. Okay, slide the rib cage down and curl up if you wish. Make sure your chin isn't clamped to your chest. Don't pull on the back of your head. Use these muscles to keep you up. Left leg extends up to the ceiling, okay? That's the leg we're going to go with first. Left leg drops down straight. Right leg extends up to the ceiling and then left leg pulls in into tabletop. Right leg drops down straight. Left leg extends up. Right knee pulls in. So long leg down, front leg extend, bottom leg pull in. Long leg down, front leg extend, bottom leg draw in. Long leg down, bent leg extend, bottom leg draw in. And again, down, extend, pull in. Down, extend, pull in. Down, extend, pull in. Down, extend, pull in. Almost there. Down, extend, pull in. Last one. Down, extend, pull in. Both legs. Bring the hands round. Little curl. And then rolling down, hugging the knees into your chest. Well done, guys. So that was in a bicycle forwards. Can we go backwards? That's what I want to know. So we'll have a little go. And again, I'm going to be in curl up, but you don't have to be if you prefer to have your head on the floor. And if you're struggling with that with your legs, then just make the movement smaller. So don't drop the leg down as far. Keep the movement smaller. So I'm going to lace my fingers together behind my head, push my legs back into tabletop position. Slide my rib cage down and hold, left leg extends. So this time we start with the right leg. We push the leg away long. We then bend the left leg into tabletop, and then we scoop that leg all the way up straight. We push out, we bend, we swing up. We push out, we bend, we swing up. Push out, bend, swing up. Push out, bend, swing up. Push out, bend, good, swing up. Push out, bend, swing up. Push out, bend, swing up. Push out, bend, swing up. Two more. Push out, bend, swing up. Last one. Push out, bend, swing up. Bend those legs, bring the hands round. Good, and roll down. Hug those knees into your chest. Well done, guys, really good. Lovely. Fantastic. Okay, so let's bring our arms out onto the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Palms facing the ceiling, so you're not pushing down through the shoulders. And again, legs into tabletop. Big toes just glued together. Let's just do a regular side knee drop for the obliques. So dropping the knees to the right side, keeping the left shoulder blade glued to the floor, and then squeeze back up to center. Let's go to the left side, dropping the knees, so rolling onto the left hip. Good, and let's squeeze up to center. Lovely, and again, over to the right, keeping the shoulder blades attached to the floor, and let's squeeze up to center. Lovely, and then over to the left. Good, and let's squeeze up to center. So let's add our first variation. Over to the right and hold. Now both legs extend 3 repetitions. So extend and bend. Extend and bend, balancing on right hip. Extend and bend, attach your toes and lift to center. Have you got that? Good, to the left. So balance your left hip, right shoulder blade on the floor, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Go deep into the core, attach the toes, and then come back to center. Let's do that one more each side. So to the right, balancing on right hip, left shoulder blade on the floor. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Good, push out. Extend and bend, attach the toes, and then come to center. Good, doing well. Over to the left, keep the right shoulder blade on the floor, and then extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. And then up to center. Let's have a little break here. Hug the knees into your chest. Good. So we've got one more variation of our side lower. We are going to drop the knees to one side, extending the bottom leg And then we are going to switch the legs with a bend and extend at the knee. Okay, so arms out, palms facing the ceiling. Let's lift our legs into tabletop position. With me, let's go over to the right, keeping left shoulder blade on the floor. We always start with the bottom leg extending first, and then we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bend and lift to center. Good. Try it on the other side, rolling over to the left, keeping the right shoulder blade on the floor, extending the bottom leg and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then both legs hold and then come up to center. 2 more. Over to the right. Left shoulder blade glue down, bottom leg extend, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend both legs in and lift up. Lovely. Last one. Over to the left. Good. Bottom leg extend. Strong legs. Push it away. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend both knees and lift up. And then hug those knees into your chest. Well done. Have a little circle of the feet, because sometimes we kind of overpoint our feet a little bit and the ankles get a little bit stiff. Good. All right, let's place one leg down and then the other. So hip width apart now for me. Hands down just by the side of your body. So we're going to roll up into a bridge, but we're going to roll up about 2/3 of the way up. Okay, so tuck your tailbone towards you. Push the feet into the floor and then articulate up through your spine. Rolling up about 2/3 of the way up here. Now we're going to push up through the right side. So we're going to lift up through that right hip and then we're going to drop down and then lift up through the left hip. So like you're drawing a smiley face, drop down and lift. So right side, drop down and lift, left side, and drop and lift, drop and lift. So you're drawing like a little semicircle with the hips or a smiley face. And as you lift, you're really activating that hamstring and glute as you do your swing. Okay, drop and lift. Notice my knees are pretty stable. They are not swinging from side to side. Okay, drop and lift, drop and squeeze, drop and squeeze. Good. Be relaxing your upper body and squeeze. I'm not quite touching the floor. I think I did just then, but I'm trying not to touch the floor. Drop and squeeze, drop and squeeze. 2 more. Drop and squeeze, drop, squeeze, hold. Now squeeze the other side to meet it. A bit higher now than my 2/3. And then I'm going to roll down through my spine. Articulate your spine down. Lovely. Relax. And then gently sway the knees. Gently sway the knees. Lovely. So we're now going to do a variation of your bridge, but we're going to change our foot position. So come to center, feet comfortably close to your bottom for me. And let's start with your heels off the floor. So ball of the foot down, heels off the floor, arms here just to steady you. Tuck your tailbone towards you. And then roll yourself up into your bridge. Now you can go as high as you want to go in this one. So pushing up, squeezing that bottom, hold it here. Lower your feet to the floor. Now lift your toes and the balls of your feet off the floor if you can. So you're on your heels and then you articulate down on your heels. So all the way down, curling, rolling that lower back into the floor. Place the feet down and then again lift up onto your toes. Tuck your tailbone and roll yourself up into your bridge. Pushing through. Squeeze that bottom for me. Feel length out through your knees. Lower your feet down. Now lift your toes off. If you can get the ball of the foot off as well, great. And then rolling down through your spine. Pulling your tailbone under. Releasing your pelvis. We'll do one more in that direction. So here, if you need to walk a bit closer, that's fine. Tuck and roll up into your bridge, but on your toes, heels off the floor. Lovely. Place the feet down, lift the balls of the feet. Try not to drop the hips though. I dropped mine a bit there. Try not to drop the hips and then roll down through your spine. All the way down. Lovely. And then relax the feet. Give your legs a bit of a shimmy. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same, but the other way round. Okay, so start with your balls of your feet off the floor. Good, tuck and roll up into your bridge. Press up through those hips. Good, feet down. Lift your heels and roll down with your heels lifted. Good, works a bit more into those calf muscles. Tuck your tailbone under. Place the feet flat and then lift your balls of your feet off your floor. Tuck and roll up. Just think about a nice open through this chest. Feet down, lift up onto the balls of the feet and let's roll down. Still articulating through that spine. Legs are working a bit harder. Good, pull your tailbone underneath, release. Last one, feet down. Lift those toes off the floor and the ball of the foot and tuck and roll up. Good, good, a little bit higher if you can. Let's really get these glutes active. And then feet down flat, lift your heels off the floor and let's articulate down. Good, can you feel your quads working? Your hamstrings working? Lovely, pull your tailbone round and underneath you and then relax those feet down. Give your legs a bit of a shimmy, guys. Well done, really, really good. Okay, let's roll onto your side now. So, body long, arm long, head supported on that long arm. Make sure your legs are in line with your spine. Lovely, and then bring your top arm over, and I'd like, if possible, your palms to be facing one another would be ideal in this exercise. A little bit of balance involved in here as well. So belly button to spine, pull up that lower tummy, elbow and knee come together in the center. So elbow and knee, and if you can float the head, lovely. Now take it away and keep that leg just in alignment with that hip. Hold it here, bottom leg, pulses up, 1, 2, 3, and down. And again, elbow to knee. We're combining two exercises here. Take it away, no wobble. Now stretch those legs away, pull up, pulse 1, 2, 3, and down. Good, and again, pull up through that core. Watch that balance. Take it away, hold it here. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, and down. Good, have you got it? And on we go, elbow to knee. And then take it away, belly button to spine, hold. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, and down. One more for me. Elbow to knee. Good, take it away. Lengthen that leg, squeeze it up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Bring that hand in front of you. Relax that top leg down. Well done. Good, okay, from here, soften the knees. Gently slide that arm up and bring it underneath your shoulder. Okay, so knees are soft, feet in line with your bottom. What we want to avoid is this. So you can see this makes like a banana shape, okay? What I'd like to see is that. So we've got a nice straight diagonal line. So elbow underneath the shoulder, nice straight diagonal line. Now you're going to feel this in the shoulder because it is a weight bearing exercise, okay? If you feel it in the neck, what you can do is just look down at your wrist and that releases these neck muscles a little bit. So let's see how we go. So diagonal straight line, hand on hip, feet glued together. Take that top knee up into clam, pulse it higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and close. Keep lifted. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and close. Good. And again, pick it up, push, 2, 3, 4, and close. Good, well done. And again, pick it up and push, 2, 3, 4, and close. Keep up for me. And again, push, 2, 3, 4, and close. 2 more. And again, lift and push, 2, 3, 4, and close. Last one for me. Maintain that body position. Push, 2, 3, 4, and close. Good. Split those legs. Push off. Make a circle. Round the spine, tuck the chin, just stretch those arms forwards. Good. And then relax down. Have a little roll through those shoulders. We are going to go back there to do a different exercise. Yippee, I hear you cry. So let's come down, elbow underneath shoulder. Start here, soft. Lift that top knee up and bring that foot, flex the bottom foot and bring the heel into the front of the bottom ankle with this knee up. Does that make sense? So this foot just goes into that little crook of the ankle there. Okay, that knee stays up, that arm is extended here. We are going to push up and over, okay? This is really going to use this shoulder. So take a breath in, breathing out, lift the hips, stretch up and over, and then slowly come down. 3 more, breathe in, breathing out, lift the hips and stretch up and over, and then slowly come down. Good. 2 more, breathe in, breathing out, lift the hips, stretch up and over, slowly come down. Good, last one. Lift the hips, stretch up and over, and slowly come down. Lovely, gently push yourself up. Good, bring that arm around, give it a little stretch around for me. Fantastic, well done. Good. And then release that off. Okay, so let's come now onto our tummies. We'll do that on the other side in a little while. So let's roll over to our tummies. Feet about hip width apart. Arms though, long and extended in front of you, not too wide. Roughly about the width of your shoulders, or maybe just slightly wider will be absolutely fine. And then we're going to bring our nose just down here over our mat. So with our arms long, we're just going to think about floating the chest up, but we're not sliding the arms towards us, they're staying here. So take a breath in. Engage your core, and as you breathe out, float that chest up. See if you can almost just float the elbows as well. And then slowly lower down. I'm not expecting you to get very far. Breathe in. Breathing out, float the chest up. Now I'm just looking diagonally down my mat, so I'm not looking forwards here. I'm shortening my neck muscles. My feet are nicely glued to the floor. And then slowly coming down. 1 more of those. Breathe in. Brace the core, breathing out and lifting up. Get that core engaged, guys, and it won't hurt your back. And then slowly coming down. Okay, the arm that's closest to me, we are going to scoot that arm round. So take a breath in. Breathing out, floating up, hold the core, breathe in. Breathing out, circle that arm around, follow with your head right to your thigh. Good. And then all the way back, place that hand down, stay lifted, and then floating down. And again, breathe in. Breathing out, lift that chest, hold, breathe in. Now the arm is furthest away from me, all the way around the side of the body to the hip. Look as you go, stay up, hold that core. And then bring that arm all the way around, try to stay up. and then coming all the way down. Good, and again, breathe in. Breathing out, lifting up. Do it again, arm closest to me, round we go. Keep those feet on the floor. Hold, breathe in, shoulder down. And then let's scoot that arm around, keep the shoulders down away from the ears, place the hand down, and then lower. Fab, good, and again. Lifting that chest up, shoulders down. Keep length through that spine. And then round you go with the other arm, one that's furthest away from me. Round we go, look. Good, let's bring it all the way back. Place that hand down and then lower the chest. Let's do 2 more. If you can, both arms together. Take a breath in. Breathing out, float the chest. Hold, breathe in. Breathing out, both arms go all the way round. Both arms come all the way back. Try not to let your body drop. And then come down. If not, one arm is absolutely fine. Last one, breathing in. Breathing out, shoulders down. Just lift that chest slightly, look diagonally in front of you. Feet on the floor, glued. Breathe in. Float your hands up, breathe out all the way round. Good, breathe in. And then all the way back. Hold that core, don't let your body lift or drop. And all the way down. Oh, lovely. Let's bring those hands in, one on top of the other. Okay, let's place your forehead on the top of your hands for me. Let's bend the knees, bring your feet together. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of work into the glutes. We're going to do them both together, and then we're going to do a separate one with a little bit of pressure. Okay, so both feet together for me, knees slightly wider. Just take a breath in. Squeeze your bottom, breathe out, lengthen out through the knees and get those hamstrings switching on. Little float, and then release. And again, breathing out, squeeze the back of the thighs, squeeze the bottom. Try not to push your pubic bone into the floor. Pull up through that core and release. And one more for me. So squeeze, lengthen the knees away. You should just feel the thighs lift slightly and then release. So now separate those feet. So we're going to flex your feet and we're going to start with the right foot. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, push your right leg up and push your left thigh into the floor and then release both of them. And again, right leg, push it up, push your left thigh down into the floor and then release. Let's switch over. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, left leg goes up, right thigh pushes down. And then release. This is all in the legs, not in the hips. And again, left leg lifts up, right thigh pushes down. And release. Good. And again, right leg pushes up, left thigh pushes down. And then release. Good. One more on this side. Right leg goes up, left thigh pushes down. Hip bones are still on the floor. Good. And release. Last step. Left leg goes up, right thigh pushes down. Good. And release. Last one for me. Left leg goes up, right thigh pushes down. And release. Relax those legs down. Good. Give them a little bit of a shimmy. Roll side to side. Keep the hands here. Relax the legs for me. Take a breath in. The elbow that's closest to me, start to lift and roll. Taking your hands off the floor, and if you can, rolling up onto the opposite elbow, and then gently rolling back down. So like you're doing like a seesaw almost. Now take the other elbow off, hands peel off, head peels off, roll onto the opposite elbow, and then rolling all the way down. Then again towards me. Lift the elbow, roll the hands up, come onto the elbow if you can. And then rolling down. You may not, depending on the flexibility of your spine, you may not be able to roll that far. And then the elbow that's away from me. Your hips are staying down, guys. Your hips aren't moving, okay? These are all in the upper body. All in the thoracic. Rolling up. Feet on the floor. Then rolling down. Last one for me. Rolling up. Good. and then rolling down. And then relax. Hands underneath the fronts of the shoulders, lovely, pressing up. Let's have a nice stretch back into child's pose. Nice stretch into that lower back. Good. And then exhale. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to do our side lay on the other side. So come and lay down for me on this side. So head supported here on this bottom arm. Legs in alignment with your spine would be great. Hands here to get yourself sorted, palm up, and then other arm over. Okay, so hold that core, elbow to knee when you're ready. Elbow to knee, lift and float the head if you want to, you don't have to though. Take it away, take that leg a little higher, then pulse the bottom leg up. 1, 2, 3, and drop down. And again, elbow to knee. Ooh, see, even I go. Elbow to knee, and extend. Lift that bottom leg up. 1, 2, 3, and down. And again, elbow to knee, squeeze that core. Take that leg away. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And again, lift. Using those oblique muscles. Keep that balance. And then take it away. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, and down. 2 more for me. Elbow to knee. It's obviously my wibbly side, this one. And take it away. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, and down. Last one. Elbow to knee. Squeeze that core. Take it away. And 1, 2, 3, and down. Relax the legs, relax the arms, bring them forwards here. Soften the knees, gently pull up, and let's bring that elbow underneath your shoulder. Okay, knees on the diagonal, feet in line with your bottom. And again, we don't want this banana shape, we want to push up. So you've got that nice diagonal line coming down through the body. Hand on the hip, feet glued together. When you're ready, open that top knee and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. And again, open wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Good, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Lovely. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2 more for me. Push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Lovely. Last one. Push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Split the legs. Push off. Make a circle. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Nice stretch forwards. Good. Okay, you know what's happening next. We're going to go back down there. So we're going to open that top knee. We're going to flex that bottom foot, and we're going to bring that foot just there in the crook of the heel. Okay. Again, we're going to stay nice and lifted. We're not going to collapse into the shoulder. We're going to do 4 repetitions if you can. If not, just do as many as you feel you can do. Okay, so take a breath in. Breathing out, lift the hips. Stretch over, and then slowly come back. Good. And again, lift the hips and stretch over, and then slowly come back. Lovely. And again, lift the hips and stretch over. Good. And slowly come back. One more, we're almost there. Lift the hips and over, and slowly come back. Good. Relax, gently push up. Bring the arm around, give it a nice little stretch. Lovely. And then have a roll through those shoulders. Okay, coming into the center of your mat now. I'd like you to go into right-sided mermaid. So right leg in front of you and left leg behind you. If you can't do mermaid due to knees and hips, that's fine. You know, you've got your 3 variations. Variation 1, if this knee is dodgy. Variation 2, if this knee is dodgy. Variation 3, if both knees or hips are dodgy, okay? Or you can bring them in a little bit closer if you want to, all right? So I'll leave that up to you. Okay, so let's have our arms out to the side, shoulder blades into your back, stretch your fingertips away. So we're going to come over to that right side, letting the elbow fall to the floor and stretching over. Good, if you've got your legs extended, your other hip, your left hip may come off, that's fine. And then coming all the way up, grow tall. Now we're rotating from the chest, so the arms don't move, they stay here. We rotate through the chest and we pulse round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and come back. Just watch when you rotate, it's not your arms that are moving, okay? Let's go down to that right side again, elbows down, stretching over, great stretch in that hip. I try and push my hip this way as I stretch that way. Just to get a bit more out of it, come all the way up. And then the body, rotate the chest, push round 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and center. And then again, down we go and stretch over. Good. And then lift it up, but use the core rather than that right arm. And then round through the chest and 1, 2, 3, 4 and center. 1 more. Down we go. Good. If you can, as you come up, if you are in mermaid, trying to get both buttocks on the floor and a tall spine would be even better. And then rotate and 1, 2, 3, 4 and center and relax. Have a roll through those shoulders. Good. Now let's take both legs forwards. We'll do the left side in a second. Flex your feet. Bring your hands either underneath the back of the sort of knees and the bottom of the thighs, or if you can reach a bit further underneath the ankles, you've got a little space under your ankles, hopefully, and a little space underneath your knees. So you're either here or you're here, just depending on obviously how long your hamstrings are. So grab hold of your ankles or the backs of your knees, and you're going to bend your elbows, soften your elbows, and pull yourself down towards your legs. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, soften your elbows and gently pull yourself down towards your knees. And then release. Good, and again. Breathing out, soften. And let's go down, let's go down. Good. And release. Good, and again, breathe in. Breathing out, soften the elbows and pull yourself down towards your knees. And release. 1 more for me, breathe in. Breathing out and soften and pull down, pull down, pull down. Good, and release and gently roll up. Good, okay, left side in mermaid. So you want your left leg in front of you, right leg behind you, or one of your 3 variations if that's not working for your knees or your hips. Nice and tall through your spine, arms are coming up, shoulder blades into your back, stretch your fingers away. And when you're ready, let's reach down to that left side, elbow comes down and stretch over. And then all the way up using the core rather than your left arm. And then round through your chest and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4 and center. And again, down we go, soften and stretch over. And again, I'm sort of pushing my hip down and away just to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then coming up, try and plant your bum if you can, and then go round. 1, 2, 3, 4 and center. And again, stretch away a bit further maybe now. And through. That feels good. And then gently coming up, use that core and lift, 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 plant your bum. And round you go with that chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and center. One more. Stretch away down to the floor, stretching up and over. Yeah, it's good. And come all the way up. Plant that bum and round we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and center. Relax the arms, have a roll through your shoulders. Your shoulders had quite a good workout today. Actually, bring those legs round and sit however you're most comfortable. Lovely. Okay, let's just play a little bit of attention before we finish just to your neck and shoulders, these muscles here, and also your rotation. So a lot of rotation, so this is my rotation, is very much dependent on posture. So if the shoulders are rolled forward, your neck muscles shorten and you can't get good rotation. So in whichever body position is easiest for you, and if this isn't, and this is better, or this is better, however you wish. If your hamstrings are short, then maybe sit yourself on a block or something slightly higher, okay? A couple of books if you have to, just to take the strain off the back. And then I really want you to grow tall, okay? So really grow tall for the top of your head. I want you to pull the shoulders up towards your ears, round the shoulders back and draw them down. So your shoulders are pushing down as your head is stretching up. So you should feel that, that pressure, that tension in both directions for me. And I feel like a heaviness in the bottom of my shoulder blades where those muscles in my lats are pulling my shoulders down. So see if you can get that feeling as well. Okay, so with that, we're going to rotate your chin to your right shoulder as far as you can go without falling backwards, without letting those shoulders lift. And then we're going to come to center. Keep the chin in, don't let the chin fall forwards. And then again, keep that pressure in both directions and rotate to the left. Trying to get as much movement as you possibly can. And then come back to center. And then just relax everything off. Good, let's do that again. So push up onto your sit bones, grow tall for the top of the head. Roll the shoulders back and down so you feel that you've got that connection between your shoulder blades, that they're pulling down as you are lengthening the head up. A little bit of a difference now. So round to the right. Keep that with your shoulders and then bring your chin down towards your shoulder. Down onto your chest. Keep your shoulders in the same position. All the way around and circle so you're looking over your left shoulder. Come back to center and relax. Do that one more time in the opposite direction. So coming all the way up through the spine, growing tall for the top of the head. Shoulders coming up, round and down. Shoulders are pulling down as the head is going long. Last one, let's rotate to the left this time. Good. And then roll the chin down, but don't let that pressure change in the shoulders. Keep them pulling down, stay tall all the way around. And then all the way up to the right. Then come into center. And then relax it off. Well done. Make a circle here around that spine back. Drop the chin down. Just stretch those hands forwards as much as you can. Lovely. Good. Place your left hand on your right knee. Stretch over your left knee. You can still do this with your legs slightly wide if you want to, with your legs long if you don't want to be cross-legged. And then release. And then take your right hand on your left knee. And then you're stretching over parallel. So just get a little stretch in your QL. And then relax. Okay, guys, ready to breathe. And breathing in and out. Good, and again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And and relax. Well done, guys. Give yourself a little clap.